Last week we delivered some wood to a house with a beautiful view. In prior videos of splitting firewood we've seen the split blocks falling to the ground and I had to pick them up, put them back on the splitter. Born out of a need, I decided that I would make a quick and dirty table for the wood splitter. To make it easier to move the wood splitter around, I welded a wheel onto the jack stand. I don't consider myself a great welder, by no means, but I can stick two pieces of metal together and make it strong. Well, it's time to test the new table that I fabricated. Perfect. The ATV trailer rolled over and broke the trailer hitch. Being as that I had the welder out, I decided that I was going to fix that too. Just as I was finishing up the welding, the fox showed up and I fed him, and so I was off to the woods to actually do some work. On a previous winter logging video, we seen this tree fall. This is what I will be processing up today. So I made my way into the woods and ready to start winching some wood. As you'll see later in the video, the bank was very steep and rocks, and the winch actually met its match with the big log. Can I pull it? No problem. We had several big pieces over the bank that we had to winch up. So this is the account of that. Pulling on this rope engages the clutch of the logging winch and brings the cable home. The yard on that cable pretty good because sometimes it gets twisted on the drum, and especially when you're doing heavy pulls. I'm going to have to fabricate up a metal catch rod so I can slide the rod underneath the log and catch the chain and pull it through. It'll save a lot of problems with these big logs. Okay, we're ready to pull this other piece up. kind of clevis that I like. It's a little more time consuming to put it on because you have to run it through, but it has a big and little end. The big end makes for a slip knot. The little end, it makes for like a jam knot. So different situations call for that. So I like that. I really like that end. I bought it about 12, 13 years ago now, and I managed to hold on to it. This is the moment of truth. 8-foot piece, normally on the level, no problem. That's a big heavy piece of wood, and there's no problem pulling that on the level. But we'll see what happens with this.
Well, I pulled on the clutch string, and as I suspected, the big heavy log dug into a rock. I tried to PV the log away from where it was dug in, and decided I'd give it another try.
I think I'll just maybe try one pull, but looks to me like I'm going to have to cut it up in 4-foot lengths.
Well, as I suspected, the big log dug in, so that was the deciding factor that I was going to have to cut the big log up into 4-foot pieces. So I don't want to waste this beautiful big yellow birch, and I try to minimize the waste. So I measure the log in 15-inch chunks, so I'll know exactly where to cut the log off. I always use a wedge. This prevents the saw from jamming when the two pieces of the log come together as the log gets cut.
It's always important to put a wedge in, because if not, when that cut breaks, it jams your saw.
So with the big log cut in two, I tied onto one of the ends and I gave it a few yanks. It did fetch up, but it was light enough and small enough so that it flipped over, and I was able to pull it up the hill. Well, I'm happy to be out here and I enjoy this work.
I know if I'll tell me one time that every day that you can wake up and do this and not touch wood, it's going to be a good day. So, having said that, I'm hoping that tomorrow I will be able to wake up and stretch my arms and not hit wood, go back and get the other pieces, cut all this up and split it, load it onto the trailer and take it to a customer.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you find it informative, please click the like button and don't forget to subscribe.